Greetings, traders out there in Traderland. My name's Des Woodruff here at Grok Trade. It's Thursday, March 10th, 2011. And we have the Dow down 1.87% to the downside. The S&P down 1.9%. The Nasdaq 1.84% down. Russell's down, get this, 2.64% in the red. Ouch. Banks dip more than 2%. 8% pop on the volatility index. Gold down more than 1%. Silver down a lot. We have the US dollar up almost 0.8%. Crude oil takes a big drop, down 1.6%. And the markets, wow, quite bearish. Check this out. Boom! Down to the downside, breaking through support of 1300, support or 1310, and then support at 1300, and then support, and then we finally find support at our 1295. 1295 was a line that we have drawn back here. You can see this 1295. We had resistance, we have support, and that's right where we closed. Wow, with a nice healthy negative tick on the histogram on the MACD oscillator heading down. And I want to go back to yesterday and show you what I was seeing. And you know what? Let me share something with you. Oh boy, I feel myself jumping up on a soapbox already, and I don't necessarily mean to be doing this. But isn't it interesting how we as humans, we tend to want a reason. We want to justify or validate why something happened. Why did the markets go down today? Matter of fact, welcome back a lot of you, because I know we always get a huge spikes in viewership on a big move. And let me talk about this big move and how we talked about it yesterday. And it wasn't magic that we knew or that we had a huge possibility of a big move happening today, which we received. But I want to technically explain this to you and to let you know that the news will give you a reason why the markets went up or down. Like right now, today, they're saying because of the unrest in Saudi Arabia is the reason why the markets took a huge crash. I'll tell you this, if crude oil dropped, or I'm sorry, if crude oil popped by 2% or more, they would have blamed the fear of crude oil being the thing that caused the markets to drop. But we didn't get that. We actually got a decrease in crude oil. So why the markets go down then? Well, they came up with something, some reason. And that's what they'll talk about tonight on the news and everything. But it's the technicals. Here we have a lower swing high. See this? And then we have a whole series of lower lows. See this? Or it's lower highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high. But check this out. We have higher swing low, and then we have a series of higher lows. Do you see this coming together? And then we get a doji. So we have lower highs, higher lows. We have a pinching taking place within a larger pinching. Do you see this? We have this triangle with these purple lines. So stocks hate to be pinched. It gets coiling, pinch tighter and tighter and tighter, building up pressure, and then boom, there's the drop. It could have went either direction. Now, we did go down. There's good reasons why we probably went down. There are catalysts that help make it go one direction or the other. As a technician, I don't know if it's going to pop up or down. Unless you're a fortune teller or you have some sort of magical skills, which no one has, you don't know if we're going to go higher or lower. So because of that, we are pigeonholed to some degree as technicians to only trade what it is that we see, not what we think or not what we believe. So what we do see here is a huge bullish pennant, but then we go into this little mini-me pennant, which gives us a symmetrical triangle type look. Because the last thing that the news people can say is, why did we break down? They can't say, because we were in a pitching pattern, we have a triangle, and we get a doji, singling indecision, and we're below a major moving average of the 20-day, which is acting as resistance, and we've been sub-zero on the MACD oscillator, centered oscillator, so they couldn't say those things to make any sense at all. So they make up something. Matter of fact, I have a screenshot. I should find this and show it, but I have a screenshot where the markets were going up really big, and the news had shared why they deemed the markets, why they were going up so big, but then the markets come crashing down, and they have on the very same page the reason why it dropped, using the same excuse. I couldn't believe my eyes how they just will feed us anything. So here's my argument. Oh, that was my long-winded way of just saying, when the markets, whatever they do, don't try not to ask why, because it doesn't matter why it happened. Follow the technicals and trade what you see. I know you've heard me say that a lot, but I want that to sink in. You have to get that. And if once you get that, all of a sudden you're not going to be out there throwing darts, hoping for the best, and think that the markets are out there to get you. All right, I'm off my soapbox. So what can we expect going into tomorrow? Gang, the last time we dropped below 50-day moving average, there's my red line, we dropped below it today. Last time was August of 2010. Long time ago. Now, I'm going to show you something else that is of great concern to me. Now, follow me here. This is huge. Here's the weekly. The weekly, we have a big rising wedge, bearish divergence on the CCI. And look, we are breaking down below a major support line. I normally be talking about my weekend edition going into tomorrow, but gang, I have to show this. We are low. If we don't get back above around 1320 or higher tomorrow, Friday, okay? So tomorrow has to be a huge up day. And we need to close above around 1320 on the S&P. If we don't do that, we just cracked a major support line that goes back a long time here. Furthermore, if that happens, and I'm gonna I need to get to the monthly here. This is the monthly S&P. If we drop here, okay, if we start a descent, look, we didn't hit the resistance here. I go there, move it here. Look at that. We missed it. That's a slowing. That's a rising wedge starting to come into fruition or to be developed on a monthly chart. The monthly is extended. We have a bearish harami right now, but the month isn't over. We need to watch for that. But for the markets to still go up on the weekly, we need to go up above 1320. If we do that, we will be big time bullish going into the future the next couple of weeks, because we'll be at major support. We will have hammered out, and we'd be looking for nothing but upside run at that moment. And that on the monthly would keep us going higher to hit our 1400 mark, which is our target on this leg going into the next couple months. All right, there it is, the very best of technical analysis that you get right here at Grok Trade. Thank you for being a part, and look forward to seeing you there in the one-on-one courses. And then when you're ready to go more advanced, go to the 201 courses. You'll take a huge amount of notes. They are very good. Take care.